Hi everyone, I'm Airier, and today we're going to be looking at more of Puffin 4's Star Wars RPG story, The Empire Isn't Nice. Now, 3 months in a row of brand new Puffin Forest videos. Oh, hell yes. Also, more of the RPG series he did for Star Wars, and, all I remember is they had that cuttlefish thing that wasn't a cuttlefish, and I thought was a freaking animation someone did, because there's no way there's something that actually looks that adorable and also that kind of moderately terrifying. And that I then received links to, which I have carefully made sure to forget entirely. Yeah, Deep Sea, man, it's kind of fucked up. More importantly, more Puffin Forest. You guys know the deal? Link below, original video, hit it up. You know he's awesome, it's Puffin, do it. And when you're done, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and let's get started.
In my Star Wars campaign so far, the timeline had gotten altered by the big bad evil guy, and now the players were in an alternate version of the Mandalorian era, where the Empire had actually won and taken over. In one of the missions, there was an alien race that was attacking the Imperials, but little did my players know, it was actually a set of other mercenaries that was causing all this fuss, and this whole feud between the two groups was just a big misunderstanding.
Oh no. Sorry, maybe it's because I'm remembering too much of Asiago from previous videos Ben has done, but I'm assuming this peaceful picture of them shaking hands, because it's just some other faction who's the enemy who's making all this problem. They're going to murderize someone. I don't even need to go further to know that's what's going to happen. Oh god.
But the players never found that out, because they ended up massacring the entire village and killing everyone inside. Oops, mistakes happen.
Wait, no, Puffin. What did you just put something on the screen? Wait for it. Oh, did it say whoops? It's, dear God, that's fast even when I'm going slow. Okay, it said whoops. Things like that, man. Also, I just realized that's literally a guy's head being dismembered. Okay, wow, they just massacred everyone.
Mistakes happen. What can you do?
Not murder people. Just like counter.
We had a new player who could only play a few sessions.
I'm sorry, there's a counter? I'm just going to ignore this.
Before leaving. The character's name was Mila. She decided to play a squib, which is a blue squirrel race.
Wait, that's a squirrel?
Early on in the adventure,
that's a tail.
they were at a Sith temple, and a dark spirit had asked them,
"Do you wish to accept these dark powers?"
And she's like,
yay!
"Yes, that sounds like fun."
Okay, that was pretty easy.
Yeah.
I had decided that she was so easily influenced that the Emperor was going to contact her. That night, when Mila wakes up, she's before his throne. Not like literally.
Yeah, Star Wars projection. Also, it's on the one hand very distinguishable as Palpatine, but he has the forehead butt wrinkles. On the other hand, yeah, that's just, there's no way his style can make that not look stupid. Mostly because reality also made that look stupid. Ugh. But I mean, it was intimidating because he was a dark, shadowy figure who's like deformed, which is literally what he looks like, and just butt wrinkles. It's all I can think of, man. It's really all I can think of. It's also because of the widow's brow right there. It literally looks like he has ass cheeks for his head. Yeah. Also, we gotta talk about this. They have a sleeping fishbowl. Also, the droid sleeps. Just gonna run with that one. Okay. Oh, I should probably actually press play. That'd help.
It's a dream thing. Whatever, you get it. You've seen movies before.
I, Emperor Palpatine, powerful Sith Lord, and strong in the ways of the dark side, have selected you among all the others because I can see it in your eyes.
Blink, 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 blink.
You are the strongest, most gifted in the Force, but you can be stronger. If you will accept my help, I can show you even more power.
Nah, I'm fine.
It's not her being a dense, just adorable squirrel. And the animation does look really cute. But more importantly, this, I want to say this is like some weird thing Palpatine would do, but the more I think about it, the more I'm like, no, this is something he would do. I can think of 2 instances off the top of my head where he already did this. Maul and Dooku. This is literally his MO. Hell, most games that involve him, when Vader's around, involve the player character being offered the chance to kill him. I'm looking at you. Honestly, very good Star Wars games where you're basically setting up the Empire. Or, I guess, the Rebel faction. I cannot remember the name. That bugs me. I'm pretty sure I even have it behind me right now. Or did I move it downstairs? Whatever. Still, really awesome game. Can't remember what it was called. Not Battlefront. Fuck that.
I already have some.
You sure?
Yeah.
Oh, I got the face.
What about wealth? If you follow me, I
about
can make
more
you fabulously wealthy.
Nah.
Okay. What is it that you desire most?
What exactly is wealth in the
Just
Star Wars
going
galaxy?
on adventures with my friends.
Okay, well, what if you had even more adventures and even more friends?
Don't say this is actually going to work. Don't say this is actually going to work.
Nah.
What do you mean, nah?
I have an adequate number of friends and adventure.
An adequate
This is literally a player dicking with the DM, isn't it? This isn't even in character. At this point, this stopped being that production of Sidious going in and giving them what they want. This is a matter of the DM going, you're fucking with me. You are fucking with me. I'm giving you literally anything you want here. Anything you want. You're just going, nah, I'm good. And just probably turning around, IRL, making eye contact, and then smiling. See, this is a smile. It's basically that. I kind of love it.
number, meaning you don't need more.
Yep.
Well, that's great that you've, self-actualized at your age. Okay. Maybe I should try a different angle.
What is he going to do?
Hey, you seem like a really cool and hip person. You know what's the most cool and hip thing to do? Is making pacts with evil Sith Lords. That sounds really cool, right?
Please don't let this be the one that works. It's so over the top. But this is literally the equivalent of the DM giving up, saying, fuck it, I'm going to get to do it in Sidious voices. Makes it awesome. Also known as, do it. And yes, I was building up for that because, reference to two different things. Game Grumps and this. Specifically, Star Wars. Also, more importantly, I want to say again, it's not something Sidious would do, but him acting like the good guy is also canon. Maybe going to a weird fishbowl opera with conflicted protagonist Vader. Yeah, I still don't know what that was. Please let it actually work. I want it to work. It's so stupid.
You know what? Never mind. I'm sending you back.
She wakes up back on the ship.
Kids these days.
The players first track down Leia Skywalker, who had become deranged and senile, living in an apartment with hundreds of porgs. The players were like, we have to save the porgs. I was like, okay, but you guys had snuck in here past security. How are you planning on saving?
Wait, Leia Skywalker? Oh, I was honestly assuming this was pre all of that because she went senile. Oh yeah, because it's the alternate future, that's why. Wait, if she's old enough to go senile. In the timeline, this is set after the main trilogy and during, if not even later than, the sequel trilogy. This is post Last Jedi, or Last Skywalker, or Skywalker Awakens, whatever they're calling it now. Huh. Also, Leia lived in this version of a hellscape where things are all messed up. I'm conflicted here.
Them. So I then had to describe as civilians see a grate lifted off to the side, and several wriggling bags get thrown onto the street, with a little octopus hauling them away, because they had just stuffed all the porgs into sacks and snuffed them out.
In a sack.
They then had to find somewhere remote to drop them off.
This is one of those things
so
you just
that was
don't.
our in-game canon as to why there were all these porgs on Luke's island. Our party just found them and
I'm sorry, they actually went to Luke's island, who apparently still did the island thing, and they just dropped off the porgs. It's funny because the actual reason makes even less sense. Porgs were added into the movie because there were so many puffins, which were protected by law, that they couldn't touch them. So a lot of them were in set, making nests. So they CGI'd over the puffins as porgs. And then it became a cute thing. It was like, fuck it, let's just go all out. And they kept adding more because at that point it was a theme rather than just, we literally can't get these birds out of here. It's not possible. So yeah, fun game. Spot which ones are completely 3D and there's nothing based on it, and which ones are actually covering up real animals that were shitting on the set. Yeah, it's all fun and games, so you realize some of that bird shit isn't a prop. So it's kind of fun.
And just dropped him off there.
Yeah.
The party had to do missions for the Imperials. First, in order to get on their good side, but also because by doing missions for them, it helped them scope out info and get to the bottom of what was really going on. On their mission, they uncovered that Coruscant, the city planet, was causing the Empire too much trouble, too big a risk, so the Empire had planned to just annihilate it with a Death Star.
Wait a second. It's one way to look at it, the destruction of a planet. I think most people would agree that that's a bad thing.
Is he actually going for it?
Look on the upside.
Oh, no.
We could have a little fun with this.
What?
The players decided to party across Coruscant.
What?
Racking up tabs and debts, parking their ship in no parking zones to get tickets. Due in 8 days? Oh no, whatever will we do? Committing minor crimes which gets them small fees, but nothing major. They eventually meet up with a noble there.
Ah, yes, the great city of Coruscant. Look out across it and admire it. You know, we've been the center of the Empire and will continue to be so for as long as the world lasts.
On the one hand, I'm okay with this planet suddenly blowing up. On the other hand, wow, that just, the little shadowed concern under the eyes, just that little bit of, yeah, that feeling of we're being dicks. And if we save the planet, we're still held responsible. On the other hand, we're getting a lot of incentive to actually let the Empire go ahead with it. Yeah. Not sure if Palpatine would ever actually get rid of Coruscant just because it was too much of a ha ha ha, look what I did type thing. Although that was canon where they had actually got a lot of propaganda in there and everyone kind of believed it. Whatever. This is also an alternate reality.
It's the rock on which the universe spins. Why, my daughter in her elementary did a project called Our Wonderful World Which Exists. What did you like the most about our planet, sweetie?
That it's not a steaming pile of asteroids.
Well, that would be a bad thing, wouldn't it now, darling?
There is a Death Star which arrives in orbit above.
1, a Death Star. More than one. Cool. 2, I want everything about that conversation to be real, to be had in person. That this actually happened to Ben, and if he was the DM or the player, I don't actually remember, both. I want that to have been said just to torture everyone. Also, the deranged double eye here, where one's really small, one's slightly bigger. It's like, yeah. This is just too delicious not to have.
Of the planet, and he's like, wow,
You
look
should
at
probably
that.
leave now.
The Imperials have decided that our planet is so important that they want to protect it with a Death Star.
Is this how they die?
Isn't that nice of them? The players were like, ah! And they fled on their ship as a green laser charged up and fired, blowing the planet up behind them.
Yeah, this one's on them. Also, they let it blow up just to do minor crimes. Really? I mean, at this point, they're multi-genocide in, and they're still just doing petty crimes. I'm honestly kind of disappointed in them. Seriously, they could do a lot more. Steal a few dozen ships, like one each. Use force powers to do it. If you're doing things with evil this way, it's not actually illegal, specifically because you're working on a planet that no one's going to be able to report you on soon. I mean, that's just science. Unless the Empire detects force stuff, and we're going to ignore that.
Do you think we could have saved some people or warned them?
Nah, that seems like a lot of trouble for not much payoff. Besides, we gotta get these porgs to Luke's island first.
They
Seriously.
then had to go back to Bespin, which if you recall had gotten taken over by droids and was now run by tyrannical ODL-9, who had turned the humanoids into slaves. The players
So
were not
basically
happy
standard
to go back
Imperium.
and not playing around this time. So the evil Bespin droids see a ship crash into the side and go, "Bah, bah.
Intentional or
Where's
piloting
this
mistake?
ODL-9? We need to murder him. Pow, pow. We need to find this evil droid. Where's the head guy? I'm not going to waste my time murdering hordes and hordes of droids to get the one guy I want. Since the players were working for the
They're gonna
Empire,
do a horde of
the group
droids, aren't
finally
they?
met Darth Vader and found out it was actually Luke Skywalker. Yes, in this version of the timeline, Luke had taken up his father's mantle and become the right hand of the Emperor. Since the players are pretending to be with the Imperials, he sends them out on a mission to find Ahsoka, and they agree, but little did they know.
Can we be honest here? Are they really pretending at this point? Are they really pretending? Yeah. Also, the Empire killing people who are actually working with them in good faith. Also perfectly canon.
Know that evil Luke had put a homing beacon on the underside of their ship and had been using it to track them. This eventually came to bite them in the rear. Later on, they encountered a droid, and the droid spoke to them.
Boop, boop, beep. I'm here from my master. You're just scouting it out, being a good little scouty droid.
I speak a little droid, so...
This is both adorable and terrifying because it's a cute little big-eyed ball android droid thing, and it also seems to have chin hair. I have conflicting emotions about this. It's also spider droid with chin hair. It's like whenever you see something really disturbing, it's like, here's a head with legs coming out of its head. Don't look it up. There's people who did art projects where they had spiders, but it was all body, no thorax, and the legs came out of the top of its head and had a massive mouth. I regret bringing this up because now I'm imagining it. I don't like this.
From my master, you're just scouting it out, being a good little scouty droid.
Yeah. I speak a little droid, so I can talk to them.
Oh no.
Beepity boopin der boopin ein boopit?
Okay.
Did you say boop with a German accent?
I'm not sure what I'm going to tell Luke. Shit, I didn't say that. Anyway, he's waiting for you outside. Shit, I didn't say that either.
In order to escape, they had to make their way through an old Jedi temple. Inside, they got attacked by a giant tentacled monstrosity. LP asked, "Hey, excuse me." Tap, tap, tap. "Excuse me,
Are they related?
LP, is that you?"
They are?
"Yes, I'm going on a big adventure." "Oh, gee golly gosh, I'm just here to eat these people." "Can you please not? They're friends of mine." "Oh gosh, they're friends of yours? I'll just sit them down here. Sorry if I hurt anyone." I
just want to say right now, this is literally the meme. First time. This guy. Yeah. We nearly got eaten before. Him. Yeah. I see my life flash before my eyes, and I don't like it.
To make a statement about how not all tentacle monsters knew each other, but apparently I was mistaken.
They all do.
They tried to fly away, but
all
Luke
of them
was somehow following them through hyperspace, and the players were like, well, in the 8th movie, they had that thing that could let them track them through hyperspace.
Yeah.
Or did they? They talked about it, but I don't know if they ever actually had it. So maybe they don't. And I, as the GM, had to be like, no, it's just a regular tracking beacon. We see. They eventually remove the homing beacon, shoot the tracker beam, releasing them, and escape.
I'm sorry. Is that literally duct tape holding the engine together? Yeah, honestly, not the worst prepared job I've ever seen. Don't ask. I could answer, but for my own sanity's sake, I'm going to just not. You know, I keep bringing up things today I really shouldn't. It hurts. It really does.
Ape. They asked Ahsoka if she'd be willing to go with them on their adventure, and she was like,
no.
Yeah, sure. To me, Ahsoka, that sounds like a good idea. It was at this moment Ben knew he fucked up.
Oh, I thought it was just a matter of, hey, let's hang out with these people who've genocided multiple others. Instead, it's him realizing that he just brought in a main character who has a good reason to help out, and now he's stuck doing an Ahsoka accent and having to play in character as someone who is canonically involved in a lot of the storylines. He has to remember everything up until his brush with changing timelines. He probably regrets not doing it earlier, and may or may not adjust the storyline to account for that so he could actually play around with the character. Yeah, or just say it's a clone and all the memories are fucked up anyway, so it's not actually her. Excusing anything stupid he does. Which I'm also certain, having said that, I made a good point, there's no way he does that. Oh, I want to see what happened next. Really just two things I want to say about this. One, I am looking forward to next month, if we're lucky enough to get another one about this specific story, where Ben's like, hey, remember how I brought that character in and now I need to find a way to kill them very fast? Yeah, sorry, Ahsoka, you were put on a bus, a space bus, and flown into Coruscant. Yeah. It probably will be fine. More importantly, beyond just that, and that how awesome that would be, and I might be looking forward to that, and maybe have already left a comment about that because that's just kind of funny to me. Let's be completely honest here. There's an aspect of this we all want to see more. Is it racist to say all space monsters know each other? Or completely accurate? Because if it's racist, it's a funny joke, and that was what they're going for. If it's accurate, which is also what the joke was based on, just keep in mind, depending on how much Ben decides to drop into the extended universe, aboleth is a thing. Yeah. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it was basically Space Cthulhu, Space Dark Side, Light Side Cthulhu of kind of fuckery for the extended universe that we were kind of building up to being a huge thing, and it was a huge thing up until it wasn't, but then it was again, and then it just was a lot of other things, and it never got resolved because they scrapped the expanded universe and then went with the High Jedi Council thing, whatever, in the past that I can't honestly remember anything about. Yeah. Extended universe was cool. I have no idea how much of that is going to be brought in here, but I would love if that was the case, just because having aboleth be evil and omnipotently powerful, destroying the Empire because they mess with it. Also, hello, how are you doing, friend? Just that little whiplash would be hilarious to me. Because they could do it again, just with an even more powerful monster. Would they? I don't know, but I would love to find out. So I'll say, you guys know the deal. Link below, original video, hit it up. Are you done? Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.